What's up, everybody? My apologies. We tapping in a little late, but I want to start and go ahead and say shout out to LVX tapping in and Katie tapping in, everybody tapping in today. But we are
Yeah.
here today for Slumped. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right.
Yep.
Music artist out of Corpus Christi, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down for Tejas. So I want to give a shout out to all our partnerships and co-hosts like we usually do before we continue on. So it's I, myself, Six Deuce, Shout Dead Pistols, Trips ODG, Clumsy, Flacco PTR, Rome, everybody shout One Ground TV, Spill Records, Pirate Productions, Cali Hood Media. Today we may have we also got my homie Frank Cali Hood Media up in here. He's gonna help special guest co-host. We might also have another one of our co-hosts, and that's another thing. We can have up to all six of our co-hosts in here sometimes, so it's pretty dope. Shout Terp, shout Lily Loves You. Um, and if you want, bro, go ahead. I'll let you introduce yourself properly. Let them know who you are, what type of music you do, and where you're coming from. And I'll let my boy Cali
Yes,
Media
sir.
say his part.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Slumped, and I am a music artist from Texas. Bitch, I'm from Texas now.
Yeah.
I be I'll be making hip hop. I'll be singing. I'll be playing electric and acoustic guitar. I'll be making trap metal. I'll be making black metal. I'll be making all sorts of genres, man. The one reason why I like to do that is because I always like to make sure that there's a song for everybody. I always like to make sure that everybody is included because I know what it feels like to be left out during, sometimes, and it's always better to have variety and just to try my best to speak with everybody rather than just one group of people. And that's me.
Hell yeah, bet, man. And it's honestly an honor for you to come in here. So let's dig straight in. I have some questions prepared. I had lost everything. And then, I'm OG with it when it comes to winging it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's actually how we started off. The only reason why I started getting more organized, I guess you could say, with this because people asked me to. But honestly, I think it's more organic the way I conducted it in the beginning. I got to get back to my roots, bro. So
yeah.
Turp said, before I continue questions, he said, does he listen to Ghostman? He kind of reminds me of him.
Oh, Ghost Man. So like why continue like making music or
No, no. So, like, I'm gonna ask you some questions, but I guess he asked, "Do you listen to somebody called Ghostman?" One of our viewers, Terps, he's a dope
oh.
person. Asked, "Do you know who he is?" Because you kind of remind him of him.
So I used to listen to Ghost Man like a lot back in 2016. Like I still do from time to time again. But like I will say that my music taste has grown a lot since then. So I listen to a lot more shit than just Ghost Man as well. And like in that type of genre, type of style as well. But I do know who Ghostman is. I fucks with his music, and I've had people on TikTok even comment and say like, this sounds like Ghostman or something like that. But yeah, I fuck with Ghostman.
No, that's dope, bro. I just and Terps is a solid person. So is Lily Loves You. A lot of the people are loyal, dope, supporters. I try not to call nobody fans, even though it's not derogatory when I
Yeah.
use it. A lot of people can take that the wrong way. I feel like we're all supporters and part of the community. So hey, I'm gonna say that. But my questions for you, bro, are tell us how you got into music and why you picked to call yourself Slumped.
So, long time ago, I was like, I think like 12 or something like that. Maybe even a little bit younger than that. And I was like already writing a little bit. Like I would just like already create flows and everything like that after I would be like just writing in my in my like pen and paper. It was literally pen and paper because I didn't even have a phone whenever I was like young.
Yeah.
And like my dad found it one time and like he was like since when are you doing this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And and then later on, like as my voice got deeper and I became more older and like I thought I sounded better on the mic now and all that stuff, I started to dabble into it. I don't know if you know who Christian Paralis is, but
I
he
don't, but if
was
you want, for me and the viewers that aren't familiar with him, go ahead and share your knowledge on him.
yeah, he was a underground artist that took me under his wing for a little bit. He made he let me like record a song like in his studio and all that stuff. And he was a cool dude, man. And haven't really spoken to him like in a while, because you know he be busy and stuff like that. But yeah, he was the dude that like kind of helped me start showing me how like it was done and how it starts and everything like that. And yeah, he was cool as hell. And
Yeah.
and then I eventually, like later on, then around January 1st, 2021, that was whenever I made my first ever like serious song. And then I've been running with the same SoundCloud account and YouTube account ever since then, you know?
Yeah. And don't mind the special light effects. That's my daughter on the other side of the room trying to get me out of here. That's the real boss. I say it all the time. That's the real boss, the CEO of SR Broadcast and Spill Records right there, bro. She runs everything on me. Because what's
Hell
funny is,
yeah.
I open the door right now, not to get off subject, to see what she's doing. I caught her trying to turn off the light. She was smiling, like, man, get out of here. Get out of here. But I want to say shout out Smoking Taz, and yeah, salute to that man too. That you are, what's the name again? Pronounced properly?
Oh, so it's like slumped, like, you know, slumped over, slumped back. I actually got that name, so it actually came from the first time that I ever sparked up, oddly enough. So I was smoking with my cousins, and you know, my cousin Paulie, he was like, yo man, like you was slumped as hell last night. And like later on, I was just thinking about what could I really name myself. And then I just happened to think of that moment. And I was like, you know what? Let me just run with it and put an X in the middle.
No, yeah, and you know what? I think that's hey, the truth is with names, that's literally most of the time how names are given. They're given to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whether it's a catchphrase, because I've had people like that, not just on the podcast, but people I know, like, fool, why do they call you this? Or why do they call you that? And then they'll be like, oh, well, my uncle called me that since I was little, or this, that, or my homie out of nowhere said something funny one night, and we're like, hey, fool, that's your name, So before I continue on, I want to say salute to you, salute to him for giving you that opportunity to make one of your first songs, and salute to you. I think you said your cousin gave you the inspiration to have who we have today, because obviously without all that, we wouldn't be speaking to Slumped, would we? So shout out to them, man. I want to say, Frank, Cali, with me, if you want to introduce yourself to the people, to Slumped, tell who you are, what you do. Frank is also signed to Spill Records with our record label as our head videographer, so shout out to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just YouTube, I would just support all the artists. It doesn't matter the genre, the music genre. It just, if you got talent, I just look at the talent. I never look at no numbers. Numbers lie, talent doesn't. You can't deny like pure talent. And that's what I try to do, man. I try to find all the talent I can from every single angle of the world, I want to tap in with everybody, man. And just,
yeah.
I run a Cali Hood Media on YouTube, pretty good sized platform, and collab with SR. They're my brothers, and we're just one big family trying to help and build something, out of nothing, pretty much, man. That's what we're doing. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
That's a bet. I'll follow you. You know what's crazy too? Your name is Frank and my name's Frankie, man.
Oh yeah, nice to meet you, bro. Hell yeah, oh, that's a good thing, bro. Fuck yeah. Franks are good people, though. My grandpa was Frank. That fool was the mayor. So Franks always carry a good character, Not because I'm, but I just from going off of the history of the name, But yeah, man. If you ever want to follow me, DM me. I'll shoot me whatever you want to promote. I don't charge you nobody. I'll get on the page, whatever. It's all about promotion, helping people.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thanks.
I'm just here to show some support to the homie and, see how it's going on with you guys.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead, Six.
No, yes, sir. I want to thank you for that. I appreciate you guys. Most definitely I do. I really, really do. I want to go ahead and say, I want to ask again. So growing up in Corpus Christi, Texas, it's a little different from California, more specifically your guys' town, because it's like a mix between a city and a mix between country, it's like, because I've been to towns in Texas and they're straight up towns and then they're just straight up cities, but I feel like y'all have the perfect mix of both. So what was your experience, especially being an artist come out of Texas? You know, the sounds are usually not to SHIT on Tejas, because big shout out. But like for example, a lot of it's chopped and screwed. A lot of it's, you know, more mobile 3 type style singing, or the other stuff is more like the same way Cali is more West Coast, and everybody wants to sound like Draco, and everybody wants to sound. It's in all states, you know. But as far as you having that different sound, how was that growing up? Do you feel like it was difficult? Like, what were the pros and cons of this type of styles you do growing up in Texas? Because it is a lot different culture-wise. And even though me Chop the Father come out of Texas, you would expect him, like everybody, to rap like, you know, Big Hawk and everybody, but he don't, you know, he's more lyricist, he's hip-hop, and that's kind of what I mean. When Kalen Raps out of Dallas, you know, he's more deep with it, if you know who Kalen Raps is, stuff like that. So what's something you could say, the pros and cons that you had, once again, I repeat, growing up in specifically Corpus Christi, Texas, let alone Texas, having the style you have?
So the pros and cons with, you know, with everything is that, you know, sure, I'm very different with everything, but I feel like the one key to, like, you know, just being together and all that stuff, and like, it's just being about, you know, being not an asshole, to say it that way, and you know, although I have like a lot of different styles, and there have been so many artists where, like, you know, they've called me trash all because I do something different, you know, and you know, it's all in opinion. I don't really care, because, you know, I just do my own thing, and you know, whatever I make, and I just love to make it, you know. But I feel like the pros with it is that I've met a lot of good people just outside of not only Texas, but like, you know, just everywhere else in between. Like, I know people from Russia that like make crazy beats, like, and like a lot of the artists around here, like, I don't really mix a lot with them, because like a lot of them are, like you said, a lot of them are chopped and screwed. I don't really do a lot of chopped and screwed. I kind of want to, though, now that I think about it. But it's also been like hard to like fit in with a certain crowd, if that kind of makes sense, because I just be making everything. But I will say the pros help me meet new people. The pros also like are that I've gotten better with all the genres that I've been making as well. And the cons is that, you know, some people are just judgmental.
So like one thing I want to say, because I had to put Cali music out there, me being from Cali too, and use the reference of, I don't want people to think I'm shitting on Texas or disrespecting Texas, because like I said, I got family from there, and I got a lot of good peoples out there, much love and respect, but exactly that. So being from where I come from, I have bangers the same way that are what people would think coming from LA, but then I also got a lot of different stuff that people don't expect out of me. So that's kind of why I had to ask that, is that we come from areas where people expect a little bit different from us, and we are different from what they want, you know, or what they're used to around there. You know, like, let's be real, everybody's trying to rap like OT, Mexican OT, and all that right now, and wants to sound, and that's that hot sound. There's nothing wrong. You got that South, that dirty, you know, nothing wrong with that, but it's just how the South is, bro. Y'all got that different sauce. But
the rolling the R's too.
You know, and I want to go ahead and say, you being that different artist from Texas, like, where do you see yourself in the next few years? Like, what are your goals on as far as who you want to work with, or what you want your music to mean to the people of Texas? You know, I know you want to take it worldwide, but what is something you want the people from back home to know and take from your music as you learn to build and go?
I would say always, like, with the songs that have like a lot of meaning, I would always say, you know, most of them that have deep meanings and everything like that, most of them are about heartbreak and, you know, being alone and being, you know, just, it's just the casual, you know, sad music topic. I would say that God, I'm a little blank right now, my bad. But
no, you good, man. Hey,
yeah.
understand that this ain't pretty and perfect up. We give them the raw, real us.
Yeah, no, this live though.
At real time. You know what I'm saying? Come on, we ain't computers, dog. You know what I'm saying? We got time. Take your time. You good.
Yeah, I'd say like one of my goals though, for sure, is to get a lot more shows. I would say, because I love to travel as it is, and I'm already going to an AC/DC concert in 2 weeks, and
hell yeah,
I would say definitely getting more collabs with, like, you know, artists that, like, you know, have a higher up as well. Like, I fuck with Drippy Drew. I fuck with there's this one. Do y'all remember that one dude that went viral over doing the whistle stuff over the hip hop beats?
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
that
I have a song with him. I have a song with him already, but I kind of like want to make some more shit with him and stuff. But and I want Mud Baby as well. He's also a dope melodic rapper. He gives me vibes like Lil Baby, kind of.
Okay.
And he's from Corpus as well. And yeah, those are some. Another rapper as well is also K Renee. She's also dope as hell. I fuck with her style as well. She got the Megan Thee Stallion type of vibe as well.
Okay, I feel it. Hey, free Tory.
Yeah, free Tory. Free Tory though. Free Tory.
Hey, Megan Thee Stallion stuff ain't adding up.
It's stuff. There's some politics. But and then another one of my goals as well is just, you know, like, have a core fan base that like really fucks with me, you know, and just, I feel like I don't want to call them even fans anymore, because, you know, I'd rather just replace the N with an M, you know what I'm saying? They fam, if anything. You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, if I could just like make one person, like, you know, just have a better day off of listening to my song, then like I've already accomplished everything that I needed to do already. I'm already rich. Oh, hold on real quick. Let me get better lighting. Hold on.
Nah, tight deal. No, my bad. I was just fixing some things real quick myself. Yeah. So I'm gonna stay on camera now. I was just checking on my daughter, because I don't know if y'all know, for the ones that do like to make their jokes, yes, I do record from a closet, no Diddy. You know what I'm saying? The only time I'm in a closet, respect to the LGBTQ community or whatever, and your preferences. You know me, I'm a God-fearing man. That's me personally. I believe in men should be men and women should be women, to each their own. I ain't gonna judge you for that either. But I record in here. It's called being resourceful, so it's not about that. But yes, this is my studio / gaming room, everything all in one. And
that's how I started.
You know, so I'm gonna go ahead next and say, so you told me a couple of the features you want to do. Let's talk about some of the features you've already done, and then let's talk about some singles that you want to speak about. But before we go do that, I don't want to get you too confused, but I want to mention 200 Blunts. Smoking Taz says, yo, I'm checking out Slumps roll out right now, 200 blunts in real time, and I have not seen anything like that yet. It's screwed but raw, and not mi estilo, but I did like it.
Oh yeah, bro. I appreciate that so much, man. Thank you so much. And that's all self-pride, all mixed, all mastered by me, you know. And okay. Thank you so much, really. I appreciate it.
So you were saying, my apologies, you know, we can talk about some features you've done and some singles.
Yeah. So one of my brothers, I've been going to school with him. My friend Drippy XL, he is an insanely talented dude, man. Me and him, we got a music video as well. The song is called 100K Racks. If y'all want to like listen to me, like, you know, like do some aggressive type of rapping.
Yeah.
And he be doing some crazy shit. Right now he's off to college, you know, and I start up soon again as well in September. And yeah, he's just super. He can freestyle like crazy too as well. Like that's another thing about him as well. He can just freestyle off of any beat and it just goes crazy.
Yeah.
And another one of my friends that I collabed with, his name is Nixtery, and I've also been going to school with him too, man. Like me and him, we also have a music video out, and we have a couple songs together as well with Drippy XL as well. And all of us, we just be doing our thing, you know. It's just us three for the most part, but just with this music stuff together.
Okay. So are you a part of any record labels or any collectives?
No, I'm independent right now.
Okay. Fully independent. Respect. I respect that. other than the obvious aspects of being independent, can you give us some reasons why you are solely independent? And do you ever plan on branching out to anybody, making your own collective? Like, what are the thoughts?
So I always love being independent because I can really say that I own everything, you know. um, that's kind of like the one of my main things because I don't like people taking like a part of my share sometimes once it comes to that because all those times, and it can be very greedy and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of record labels nowadays, they're crazy with how they be booking artists and how they be paying artists and how they be like managing them. And whenever some artists are going to a downfall, it's not managing.
Yeah.
And I will say that maybe one day I will open up a underground like promo page.
Yeah.
Or like because I feel like it's always better to have more and more underground promo pages, and you specifically being one of them, and like allowing all of us to, just throw on what we have, man. That's what it's all about. This really all what it is about. It's just, sticking together and working together, and, and working like nicely to each other, and not, having it as a toxic environment,
No, yeah, I want to go ahead and say, like, I agree with you 100% because, okay, the actual, like, and I want to say it's a great subject to speak about when it comes to, I'm going to go ahead and talk about management all the way from being independent, because I was independent, and not to speak so much, since the age of 13 to about 17. Then me and the homie, Winners Back, well, family, I'm not sure I say family, we got together and we're like, hey, let's create what we have.
Yeah.
And people know, because I don't want to make this interview off track and keep it mainly about the guest, and say that, so we did that. Time fast forward, more family members have been a part of it, the collective, the show love people, like Frank's one of them.
Yeah.
We consider him family as well, my bad about that. And my advice on that is, I help, and I wouldn't use the word manage. I help navigate my couple people's careers. But I also want to say, as far as being independent, if a lot of artists, it's not for you to sign, make sure you know what you're signing, how you're signing. Don't get messed over or ripped off and gypped by a lot of these promoters and record labels that are shiesty and just want to use you and try to 360 you. Yeah, that's what you don't want. But being independent, if it's suits you better being independent, I suggest you make your own collective. And if you do push hard and don't stop, and yes, create your underground pages, the more the merrier. Don't let people tell you to ever stop creating, because I'm telling you, there's no such thing as, I personally feel, advertisement. Advertisement's always needed. It's always needed. You know what I'm saying? So, and not even that, I didn't create SR Broadcast so that I can just sit here and be TMZ and play a news reporter. Nah, I did it because, like I told you before you got on, I tell plenty of guests, we want to help and encourage other people, because that's where we started to create their own thing and speak out and have their own voice. And, everybody's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but find your crowd, find your crowd. That doesn't mean to stop creating just because you're not everybody's cup of tea. That's the whole point of the world being as big as it is. Why do you think God made so many people so different, so many, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole point, bro. Find what suits you. You're made to fit in where you're made to fit in, and it may not be everywhere, and that's fine. But I'm saying, and that's what I mean as my advice, being artist independently and managing stuff. Sometimes you're going to learn. Sometimes you're going to sadly get involved with the wrong people. I hope people don't. Yeah. But I also want to say, if you guys are going to be a part of management, don't ever confuse management for stop doing work, because I know a lot of people like that. They think just because people are managing them that they feel that, oh, let me do less work. Like it's all on the manager. it's kind of not. So that's why I say that if you guys are going to go the independent and create your own thing route, just think of that work ethic even with yourself. Remember that nobody's going to do it but you. So even if I have 6 people with me on my record label and, you know, I have my people, you got to work hard every day. So you're going to stay independent, make it worth it. Make it worth it. And if you're going to be in a record label, you better make it worth it. Because a lot of them are shiesty, bro. A lot of them are shiesty, and that's just facts.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So I respect that decision. So on to the next, as far as where you grew up. I want to speak about how you grew up. You know, like how was it for you? Like, I want to get a more of a vision on who Slumped is before the music up until now.
Yeah, so I grew up good. I didn't like, you know, well, I will say that like sometimes we would be struggling. There would be times like where we struggled at points, and my mom would move. We would move apartments sometimes, a lot for the most part. We moved like in 3, and you know, some of them like I remember this one apartment, like the walls was always molding and stuff, and whenever it would rain, the carpet itself would get wet and shit like that. The damn roof would be leaking. The mirror fell one day. Like it was crazy, and like I could just go on about it. Like the damn bathtub paint would peel off and shit. Like there would be arguments, and I know eventually the apartment went up in the news for a drug bust that would happen like on the opposite side of where I was living at in that complex.
Yeah.
And it was just crazy as fuck, man. Like, just I will say that I'm happy that I live so much better now. Like, I really do. And my mom is the only one that did it herself, and she's the one reason why I also stick to being independent, because she was independent, man. She was a nurse, and she was always independent with shit. Oh shit! Oh, what happened to Deuce?
No, continue, boss.
Yo, you back?
Nah, you good. I'm still listening. My bad. I had to turn my camera off. I'm still listening.
Oh, for sure. All right. But yeah, like all of it, you know, like me being independent in general is like influence of my mom as well, because she was always independent with everything. Yeah. And you know, we lived a good life, and we got out of our struggle whenever we could. And I grew up well. My mom was mostly in my life. My dad, he would be there, and then he would not be there. As much as I don't really like want to say it right now, he's not really doing as good right now. But you know, I feel like as well, he had a lot of handouts given to him, and he never really stayed in that path to where he'd be okay, you know, like, and he just made bad decisions, man. And I feel like that's the one thing, like decisions always end up on you, you know. And I don't feel bad, you know. I feel bad because he's my father and everything, but I don't feel bad because I know how, you know, tweakers be. But yeah, it's just everything my mom.
Like real quick, I want to go ahead and say, like, from what I got from all that is just like I'm not gonna summarize it fully, but just like some of the main points I got from it is that your life didn't start off the easiest. You know, your family had wouldn't necessarily say dysfunctional, but there was dysfunction in a sort of, and there was a lot of hard times that you had to deal with growing up, and then eventually got better. You felt that you had a father that wasn't exactly there the way he needed to be and made excuses in life, and you didn't let yourself go down that same path. But with all that said, how do you express that through your music? Do you feel like that's a big effect on your music, on why you make the music you make? Do you feel that's more of an using your experiences, and then because I'm trying to like basically say I've heard already a couple of your songs and now
Mhm.
it makes more sense. So do you feel like you're telling your story in your songs? Do you feel like
Yeah,
that's a play a big part on why you are the type of music artist you are now and why you make that type of music?
I will say some of it is. I don't necessarily know which part it really hits on that would be. I would say that my father was definitely the one that introduced me to hip hop, which got me to start rapping. He never taught me how to rap because he wasn't a rapper, but he definitely showed me the OGs and
The type shit.
and I fucking love hip hop. I love metal. I love pop. I love everything. Like I definitely do think. Oh shit.
You go
I
boss.
definitely do think that my dad threw a lot of influence on me music wise, as well as my mom did. Because my mom, she showed me a lot of grunge. She showed
Okay.
me a lot of metal, and I would always listen to catchy 2000 pop hits whenever I was growing up too.
Yeah.
Hey, that one song with Neo and Pitbull, I'm gonna love on you tonight. That's my shit,
Yeah.
man.
He said that. He said, give me a
Bro,
couple blunts and we
that's
be
my
on.
shit, man. Like,
I
but
shit.
yeah, and like I would definitely say, like, growing up, a lot of music was around me as well. Like my uncle, he would always play guitar as well, and he's kind of partly the reason why I started playing guitar as well. And just I always loved Jimi Hendrix. I got Jimi Hendrix up on my wall, and I got Soundgarden up on my wall as well, and I got Kurt up on my wall as well.
Hell yeah.
And I'll always be and whenever I started like going deeper into the genre of metal and like the subgenres, it is like a whole like it's like so much roots downstairs. It's like it's a huge iceberg. It really is. And I just love music all around, but I will definitely say that I tell my stories for like definitely with heartbreak songs and love songs as well, and some songs that just might have a story to them or might not. I would say definitely that it influenced me a good amount. Yeah.
So what's your most favorite part about music?
I think mixing is really fun.
Okay.
Especially whenever you get it perfect. Like there have been so many times where like I would be sitting down on like a perfect mix that I made, like, and sometimes like I most of the time I get perfect mixes the first time I get into the mix editor and everything like that. And there would be times where I'd be listening to the song like 10 plus times and I'm like, damn, like
What do I
the
do?
song has atmosphere.
So like what's something that as far as music, like okay, we talked about you can play guitar, we talked about type of music you make, but like what is other hobbies and interests that some of the people don't know about Slump that maybe you want to tell supporters about you?
So I'll be making cover arts. That's part of music a little bit.
Mm,
And that can be something that I can help out with artists as well. I probably should do that as well.
mm,
And as well as making clothes. I love making clothes. I don't have like my jeans on right now, but there are pictures on SoundCloud of my jeans, and they got patches, they got paint on them, like everything in between, like. And I have a friend that makes them as well. His name is Painfully Sober. He's
okay.
the dopest, one of the dopest dudes I know. That be like just sewing up pants, and he be making shirts as well. His brand Probation Veteran, it's dope as hell.
Shout out to them.
And
They got Instagram?
yeah, it's on Instagram, and just a lot of the clothes itself, it drives to the alternative the alternative crowd, and it's a lot of them are dope as hell. Like just so much designs everywhere, pretty much. And I think maybe one soon. Eventually, I'm probably gonna be getting more into like making a brand for myself as well, just like making clothes. And shoot, maybe it'll climb up as well. Who knows?
So you have interest in the clothing industry next, as you feel like that's part of which I want to give advice to all these artists out here. And I'm not trying to act like I'm super big balling yet. Mind that. Yeah, very soon, guys.
Yeah,
All. You'll say
yeah,
all of us. I said,
yeah.
I pray everybody in here in the world, everybody's sport is, hey, y'all get a million soon, very soon, and blow up and saying that energy to y'all straight
The
up.
mill, the
Yeah.
M.
May y'all receive that. Hell yeah. But if you could, like, okay, if you could get together a couple artists to model for you, 5 girls, 5 men, and I don't know if you don't clip this and twist and make this funny, because fashion's a real thing and artists do model clothes and it doesn't make them corny or weird, or you know what I'm saying? You could still be a real one and go model clothes. You know what I mean, that'll make, you know, not only women model clothes is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? To each their own. But if you could get 5 dope artists, female and then a man, create a clothing line. Of what would the clothing line would it be, and what would those artists be?
Shoot, I probably have my one friend, Problem Child. He's a SoundCloud artist that be making screamo stuff. He probably do good in modeling.
Yeah.
Because I think he might have done it for like one of the pictures that was like that they did for the promo of the pants, but I'm not sure. I think it was either him or his friend. I'm not sure, but I would say my friend Katie could be a model for sure. Let me see. I really don't. I never really thought of that question. That's actually a really good question though. Shit. Let me see. Let me go through my friends list. Nah.
He's like, I'll check. Nah, yeah, like if you could, bro, like what would you have them model? Like, would it be hoodies? Would it be pad? Would it be whole fits? Like, what are some things you would feel like you would design?
Definitely hoodies, shirts, and pants for sure. Shoot, maybe even like I might even do like a special. Hey, here's some shoes. But yeah, like you know, I would say yeah, just like hoodies, pants, and shoes for sure, definitely.
So what look would you go for? Like what's the style we would be expecting from Slump?
I'd say definitely like some band t-shirts and hip hop t-shirts, cause like I just can't get enough of them, man. My closet is filled with them.
Yeah.
As well as alternative as well, cause like I'm an alternative looking dude.
All right, deal.
And like I know that it's just what I'll be styling. It's just what I'll be styling and stuff.
Yeah. So you've done, I believe, I don't want to wrong or right who's a guy or girl in the situation, but I know you mentioned for sure one female model. You mentioned a few man artists. You ain't got to get too deep. Maybe it ain't 5, like, but what's a few more you would have for sure go out there and model for you as far as your clothing? If you could, like your dream, like man, it could be anybody famous, all that. Like if it was your dream and you could do it, who would?
Shoot. Summer Rae might be a good option. Billie Eilish.
He said Billie Eilish. Shout Billie Eilish.
Yeah. Shoot. Maybe Madison Beer as well. That could be a good model as well.
All right.
Shoot. But I'm gonna be having to make I guess bikinis and shit then. Fuck it. I'm making bikinis.
He said, and so if you could travel anywhere and go on a tour, name 3 people you would go on tour with, and where would you tour through? If you have 5 states you can choose from, and out of those 5, one could be a country even.
I would say my friend Problem Child, definitely. He be making crazy trap metal, and I know his shows. I've seen his shows already. They go crazy, and his shit goes like his shit just goes bonkers. And another one that I would say that goes crazy as well is my friend my bad my friend Drippy XL as well. Definitely for sure, because I feel like he could get the crowd going, especially because he be freestyling crazy.
Okay.
And then also another one of my friends for sure. Hold on, let me see if
he's like, I know I'm here.
My homie Cody definitely. His name is Codeine, but he goes by Cody, and his shit goes crazy as well.
What kind of music does he do?
Trap metal as well. As well as like the other artists. We'll get into more artists that I've collabed with as well. But those three dudes, like, that would be a crazy show, I think.
So where could you go? And I meant to say where you could go 5 places, even if one's a country, one's a state. I meant to say.
So a country and a state, I would say, shoot, I would actually really love to go down in LA one time, man. I like LA is really just like there's a lot of underground shows that I've seen from like TikTok and all that stuff, man, and a lot of them look fun as hell.
Be careful.
And,
be careful.
LA,
fun
man.
out there. Like anywhere in the world, just be careful. But LA, just don't look. Number one rule: it should be anywhere. If you ain't roll it or you ain't pour it, don't take it. If you won't know where it came from, don't do it. Matter of fact, don't even buy it. Just go to dispensaries. I'm just telling you, it's legal out there.
For real.
You know.
That's facts.
Don't trust nobody that ain't your friend. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you have people like me, and I just try to say because I'm on here interviewing you. I'm the type of person, as long as people think grimy, I don't trust many people, you know. But if I feel like artists or people gotta get enough vibes, we'll meet up, bro. Because look, people can be tough all they want their whole life. Tough guys don't last long. At the end of the day, that's why I tell fools they can keep all that. They can keep that side of rap. I'd rather be the dudes trying to like no diddy, build relationships, build connections, do it the proper way, not messing nobody over, not trying to rob nobody, not trying to jip nobody. Like, but you know what's crazy? I can't stand that type of behavior. I can't.
I know, man.
There's a lot of people I've had to cut off because of it, and I'm not saying this to sound ignorant, but allegedly, you know, in metaphorical words, I coming up from around hoodish people from the hood, you know what I mean, and stuff of that sort. It's a little different, but I don't make that my personality. I don't make that me act different when people are act grimy. It's like, you know, I grew up in LA areas, you know, I grew up around, but I'm not gonna let that be me or how I act or act negative or weird with people, because that's the stereotype a lot of people get, is they either drug addicts or gang banging or doing something. And that's most places, but specifically LA and Cali. And I just say, don't let a lot of the stragglers fool you from the real people, because there's real people from everywhere. You know what I mean? Genuine people from everywhere. You got to find the right ones, you know? So that's all my advice to you if you ever come out. But yeah, bro, like if I ever, like shout MC Live, the type of music you do is perfect. He does shows like that with ska, with rock, with hip hop, all that. And he's actually looking on the shows right now, looking for people. So I don't know if he's still gonna do it for past 30, but I'll shoot that to you, man. That might just be your calling. You say you want to go down there.
Hey, that'd be dope as hell, man.
That might just be your calling, you know?
I'm down.
So you have a reason to fly out. So I'm gonna talk to him. But yeah, as a matter of fact, shout out Theo. You guys go follow Theo on Instagram. I think it's Theo Helmet Head, and then we got MC Live is MC Live, but spelled LYFE. Dope MC, you know, artist. He's gonna perform actually with Immortal Technique on April 18th, I believe, and it's gonna be in the IE in California Inland Empire. And then yeah, so you know, check that out. You guys don't know who Immortal Technique is? He's an artist from New York, I believe. I could say that wrong, but I know he's from around that area. Could be wrong though.
Nice.
Could be wrong. But yeah, so I'm gonna connect you with that. Tell him what who he's still looking for people, which he should. He's a real humble dude, bro. That's why I'm gonna say that. And this ain't to kiss A said. This is real genuine talk. He's a solid dude. So I think you get along perfect with him. Like your vibe off the bat, bro. You're somebody that I hope I'm right. My gut feeling usually that I could comfortably bring around professionally and be like, all right, man, he can conduct himself properly. No weird stuff. Because everybody knows. I don't care who you are or what you do. As long as people, it's not a shutty to you, but just everybody anyway, general. As long as people ain't touching kids and they ain't telling on nobody.
Facts. Yes.
I could care less. I could care less. Other than that,
protect the youth. Protect the youth.
Exactly. Protect the youth, bro. So that's all I come from. So real quick, because we're getting a little close to the end, I want you to he's actually going to play live. You guys stay tuned, play the guitar.
Yes, sir.
I want to go ahead and say thank you. Shout out to you. Shout out to all your peoples, all the amazing artists that you discussed. May they tap in right now. Currently, have a lot on my plate. So the other co-hosts will handle and we can work it out. DM us and they will. But for the next month or two, I got to focus on a show coming up. I'm not making about me, but April 19th, catch me, Denver, Colorado. Galactic Stoners Meet Part 2. Yeah.
Good luck with that, man. Have fun with it.
Thank you. Now, hey, I got you, bro. I'm gonna go live then too. So tap in. I'll shout you out on live. I got you. But yeah, shout out to all the artists, everybody doing that. Shout out to everybody that tapped in right here. Shout out Puffy. I see her in here, big supporter. Shout Katie, RC, Blood Span, or I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Oh, that's Blood Spun. Another one of the artists I'll be collabing with.
Yeah. Shout out to Blood Spun. That's right. Shout out.
Bro, be making crazy trap metal.
Yeah, what about him? What kind of music does he do?
Trap metal as well. Bro, I'm tapped in with the trap metal scene.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, bro. I got to get up in that scene, bro, because, look, I'm not – okay. J. Cole is one of my favorite artists. Big L, the list goes on. I've listened to stuff like The Weeknd, all sorts of stuff, bro. I go like, what is it all? I don't want to get too deep in this because we get off track and take up your time. But just I make plenty of music to where it's different. You know, I got the West Coast flavor, but I do this, I do that. So trust me, bro, we need the more the merrier. I'd rather, because exactly that. I'm not tapped into the trap metal side, so I'm plugged in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, from Cali to Texas. And hey, shout out Sober. Shout out to Turb, Smoking Tad, I think I said. And what else? Who else is here? And then it's LVX that was tapping in too.
Whoever's in the stream right now, I love y'all.
Nah, for real, thank you guys for tapping in. I want to shout out to you. Make sure to go follow Slumped on Instagram. I'll let you shout that out right now. Go follow us on SR_broadcast on Instagram for upcoming and past live interviews and more information and shows. Make sure you guys check us out on TikTok. All platforms, we're everywhere, Facebook, all that. You will not miss us in the blue logo. So before we let you go on and do your shout outs, tell the people what you're gonna do, play for them and all that. I want to let you do your final shout outs, tell your people anything on your mind, what you got coming, projects, whatever you feel necessary. Go ahead, the floor is yours.
Yes, sir. So thank y'all so much for watching. I'm about to play myself out after I get done with the promotion, but my name is Slumped, SLXMPED, as MF Doom says, all capitals. And my handle for Instagram is cc.slumped, SLXMPED, cc.slxmped. And if you want to listen to my music, just type in Slumped with an X as the U, all capitals. I should hopefully pop up. Hopefully the search engine is good. Hopefully it'll do me right. And just thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all for the support. I love y'all so much, and let's get this started.
Go ahead, boss. The floor is yours. Tap in with them. Thanks for coming on. Go ahead.
Appreciate you, man. Just gonna do a little bit. Hold on. All right, perfect. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Deal. Hey, we really highly appreciate that, bro. You know, I'm gonna give you a round of applause, bro. Straight up, you know what I'm saying?
You, I fucked up a little bit. But it's okay.
Hey, now, bro, look, you doing it. You doing what you gotta do, and then Smoking Tat says, feed them extreme locals. In lesser words, it's much respect, and these are humble and level-headed gente people, which I highly seeking people. Thank you, bro. Shout out to you too. And I can tell, and God's gonna gravitate you around the right people, to the right places. So
yes, sir.
I want to go ahead and I want to talk about, like, before we head out, if you feel like you want to, you can. You don't have to. If you want to perform one last song for us, a literal song, or off the dome, or a cappella, or do you want to head out for the people? I just want to get that.
I could play my my guitar piece from college. Shoot, hold on.
Let's do it. Let's give them that live and exclusive, bro. I want to hear one more feel for you before we head out, bro. I think that'd be amazing. Thank you.
For sure. I'm actually gonna come out with this soon as like an actual high quality instrumental soon. So
okay,
guess this will be the debut to that.
Let's do it. Hey, shout out to you. What's the name of it?
Yes, sir. Oh, it's called Never Again.
Let's do it.
Yep. All right. Oh, fuck.
Tight deal. I ain't gonna lie. So you orchestrated that back in, you said, college?
Yeah. Last year in college.
Okay, hell yeah. Hey, type deal, bro. Shout out to you. Thank you for leaving us with an amazing piece. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Can't wait to hear when you record it. It was amazing. And I really do appreciate you. So as y'all know, SR Broadcast run this up with Slumped, all caps, like MF Doom says. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, respect to y'all. We gonna head out. Make sure y'all do y'all thing. Make sure y'all run it up for me, please. Because if you guys like, comment, subscribe, even after the fact, it helps all of us. Pushes him in the algorithm. because how algorithm works, when you go on YouTube and search up slumped in all caps, everything that has to do with him will pop up. So it helps. It helps.
Same thing with SR, man. Same thing with SR.
No, so thank you guys. Thank you guys. I want to say that big shout out to you. And the Smoky Taz says these no slumped is playing. Some of them can be played in a Western film or those scenes where it's nothing but countryside or backcountry, almost meditating, truly.
Yeah.
So hell yeah, that's dope, bro. That's dope. You already know. Y'all seen it here live in effect. Tap in with us. It's your boy Six Deuce. It's your boy Slumped. Shout out to everybody. Thank y'all.
Yeah. Peace.